Welcome to the Freaky Stories podcast. Get ready for your daily dose of the strange and captivating.
That's right.
Today, we are plunging into two addictive tales.
Oh, I love a good story.
One is going to whisk us away back in time to ancient Greece, but with a very modern twist.
Ooh, I love it already.
And the other drops us right into the hilarious chaos of a high school rebellion.
Oh, high school. Always good for a story.
But this rebellion is sparked by something totally unexpected.
I'm intrigued.
Get ready for a freaky probe into stories where the unexpected doesn't just happen, it completely takes over.
The unexpected is what makes life interesting, right? You never know what's going to happen next.
Exactly. And you guys have shared two amazing flash fiction stories with us.
I can't wait to dive in.
What's so cool is how they both explore, in their own very different ways, the idea that even the most powerful situations, or even the most ordinary situations, can be totally turned upside down.
Flipped on their head.
By a sudden and unforeseen twist.
It's like 1 minute everything's normal and the next, bam, everything's different.
And
where you're left wondering, how did that even happen?
Our first freaky probe takes us way, way back to the age of heroes.
Okay.
With the Golden Fleece glitch.
Ooh, I love anything to do with mythology.
Me too.
Yeah.
But forget about, like, the clashing swords and those mythical beasts for a second, you know?
Right.
This story asks, what if Jason's legendary prize?
The Golden Fleece.
Yeah, what if it just suddenly
malfunctioned?
Like a technical difficulty with the Golden Fleece.
That's right.
That's hilarious.
So it's less about epic battles and more about navigating the celestial bureaucracy.
Oh, I can only imagine. Bureaucracy, even for the gods, can be a nightmare.
Right. And we're going to look at how one little admin slip-up in the Fate department.
Admin slip-up, someone's getting fired.
Throws a huge wrench into Jason's, heroic ambitions.
It's like the universe's version of a paperwork error.
Totally.
And it's happening to Jason, of all people. I know, poor Jason. And he's forced to assemble, like, the most bizarre tech support team.
A tech support team for a mythical artifact. That's a new one.
Think, like, divine hold music.
Oh, no. Not hold music.
You know that musician, Orpheus?
Yeah.
The heartbroken one?
Yeah, the one who lost Eurydice.
His melodies turn into, like, an interdimensional distress signal.
Wow. Talk about turning your pain into something powerful.
I know, right? So when you first read this, what really stood out to you about this kind of twist on the classic myth?
What's immediately striking is how it, humanizes the legendary. I mean, we're talking about, this ultimate symbol of power and good fortune.
The Golden Fleece.
The Golden Fleece, right. It's rendered completely useless by something as, small as an administrative error.
Like a typo.
Yeah, a typo. It makes you think even the most impressive systems or institutions, whether they're run by gods or by humans, they're susceptible to, the most basic flaws.
Totally.
So where do you think the humor comes from in this story?
Well, for me, I think a lot of it is in just the pure absurdity of the whole situation.
Yeah.
You have Jason, this, epic hero.
Yeah.
And his quest completely stops, not because of, some terrifying monster like a Hydra or a Cyclops.
Right.
But because some, clerk in the Department of Fate messed up.
A paperwork error. It's so relatable.
And his solution is not some grand show of strength or anything.
Right.
But it's assembling this completely dysfunctional support group.
A motley crew of misfits. I love it.
Let's talk about this team. So we've got Heffy Jr., the son of Hephaestus.
Oh, yeah. Heffy Jr. sounds like he would be right at home in Silicon Valley.
Total tech whiz. Brilliant, but maybe not, the smoothest when it comes to social interaction.
Classic tech genius stereotype.
Communicating in, hisses and sparks.
More comfortable with machines than people. I get it.
Exactly.
So how does he contribute to the team?
Well, Heffy Jr. is a great example of how, unconventional skills can be so valuable.
Yeah, when you're facing those unexpected problems.
Right.
You got to think outside the box.
His fireproof backpack, it may not be the most elegant thing.
A little clunky, maybe?
But it's exactly what they need in this situation.
Form over function.
It makes you think about all the different kinds of intelligence and expertise that are important in a crisis.
Right, because it's not always the person with the loudest voice or the biggest muscles who has the solution.
Often it's the person you least expect.
The quiet one in the corner who's been observing everything.
Exactly. And what about Lyssa?
Lyssa, the demigoddess of righteous fury.
Yes.
What's her deal?
Her divine power manifests as world-class tantrums.
Oh, wow. So her superpower is basically throwing a fit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The idea that her contribution to the team is basically just unleashing these incredibly powerful screaming fits.
Oh, it's got to be effective.
It's hilarious.
It's definitely not your typical heroic ability.
Right. It's not strategy or diplomacy. It's just pure, unadulterated rage.
Raw emotion.
And it's directed, like, straight at sea monsters.
I bet those sea monsters think twice before messing with her.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, even those seemingly negative emotions, or even, what we might call a personality trait,
right,
in the right situation,
right,
can be surprisingly effective.
It's all about context.
It makes you wonder how different emotional responses can play a role in overcoming challenges.
Absolutely. What we might consider a flaw in everyday life could actually be a huge asset in an extraordinary situation.
It's about looking at things from a different angle.
That's a great point.
And then there's Orpheus, the legendary musician.
Oh, yeah, Orpheus.
Remember, he's turned into a heartbroken recluse.
Still mourning Eurydice, I guess.
And he only communicates through these melodies that attract dolphins.
Okay. That's different.
His social anxiety has pretty much sidelined him.
I feel that. Social anxiety is no joke.
But even though he's withdrawn from the world, his unique talent becomes essential to this quest.
See? There's a place for everyone.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Orpheus's story is a good example of how even personal struggles can unexpectedly become a source of great power.
It's like your pain can become your strength.
And his mournful music, that's amplified by Heffy Jr.'s gadget and powered by Lisa's fury.
What a combination.
It becomes like a literal SOS to Zeus.
Oh, talk about a cosmic jam session.
I know, right? It's just such a great example of how completely different talents, even ones that come from, pain or feeling isolated, can come together to achieve something amazing.
It's like the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
It really makes you think about, the hidden potential in people.
The people who might seem withdrawn or, they can't contribute much.
And it flips the whole epic quest thing on its head, right?
Yeah, how so?
Instead of battling monsters, they're navigating, the super bureaucratic Department of Fate.
Dealing with red tape instead of red-hot pokers.
They're dealing with, tangled red threads.
Oh, the threads of fate.
And that ancient Olympian hold music.
Ugh, I can hear it now. Probably some lyre music or something.
It's a super relatable twist on the classic hero's journey.
Totally. I mean, who hasn't felt stuck in bureaucratic limbo at some point in their lives?
I know. And it's not just us regular mortals. It's even the gods have to deal with paperwork and waiting on hold.
Exactly. And by showing these legendary figures struggling with these everyday, almost comical issues, the story makes them feel much more real,
Yeah. It's funny, but it's also kind of a reminder that no one is above the mundane stuff of life.
Right, even if you're a demigod.
And the climax is not some huge battle, but it's this crazy divine intervention boy band moment.
A boy band. Okay, now I got to hear this.
So you've got Heffy Jr.'s signal booster, Lys's amplified shriek,
bring in the noise,
and Orpheus's super sad music, all combining to create this irresistible cosmic plea.
It's like a musical beacon cutting through the cosmic red tape.
And it finally gets Zeus's attention.
I bet Zeus was not expecting that.
I know.
So what happens when Zeus finally tunes in?
Well, we get this super awkward teen meet and greet with Zeus afterward.
Awkward? How so?
You got Heffy Jr. totally geeking out over Zeus's gadgets.
Makes sense.
Then Lyssa jumps in and passionately starts advocating for eco-justice.
Whoa, Lisa's got a cause.
I know.
That's awesome.
And then Orpheus very tentatively emerges from his shell,
I'm happy for him. It's good to see him connecting with others.
It's the epilogue you never knew you needed to this story.
It's like a behind-the-scenes look at the gods.
And it really humanizes the gods even more.
Yeah.
Showing them interacting with these kind of unusual demigods in this surprisingly casual way.
It's they're just hanging out,
And Lyssa's, unexpected environmental activism.
Cool.
And Heffy Jr.'s tech enthusiasm. It all brings a modern feel to the ancient setting.
It's a nice blend of the old and the new.
It's some things never change, no matter what time period you're in. Certain concerns and passions are just timeless,
Totally.
And the most important thing they learn isn't about slaying monsters.
Right.
It's about fixing what's broken and the connections you make along the way.
It's about the journey, not just the destination.
And that's such a resonant message, right?
Yeah, it is. It's about teamwork and resilience.
And then, just when you think they've saved the day, Iris pops up.
Iris, the messenger goddess. What does she have to say?
Well, she hints at a whole new adventure.
Another quest.
And this one involves Medea.
Oh, Medea. That's going to be interesting. She's a powerful sorceress.
It's like the ancient Greek version of, like, a post-credit scene.
A little teaser for the next adventure?
Generally.
So the story's not over yet.
Not even close. And it just reinforces the idea that in the world of mythology, and maybe even in life itself, there's always another challenge waiting around the corner.
It's like as soon as you solve one problem, another one pops up.
Keeps things interesting.
Definitely. Now, our second freaky probe takes us from the myths of the past straight into the present.
Yes.
Right into the halls of a modern high school.
High school. Always a good source of drama.
You said it. And this story, My Doodles, Their Downfall, it tells the story of Quinn, this really introverted teen.
I remember Quinn.
And his notebook is full of these, like, sarcastic sketches. And they end up sparking a school-wide rebellion.
Oh, wow. So Doodles start a revolution.
You wouldn't believe it. We're going to look at how these drawings of, like, a Gorgon-like teacher.
I love that image.
And, like, these pencils going crazy.
Rampaging pencil.
They become the most unlikely reason for an uprising against, get this, lumpy mashed potatoes.
High school cafeteria food. A classic problem.
And, like, these killer dodgeball drills.
Gym class can be brutal.
Get ready to see how the quietest voices, those expressed through the most unexpected kind of art, can lead to the loudest changes.
I'm excited to see how this unfolds. When you first read this story, what really hit you about the power of these, like, little doodles?
You know what's fascinating is how, like, a personal, private act of creativity, it can take on a life of its own,
Right.
Go public and have these, like, huge unintended consequences.
Like a ripple effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
and Quinn's doodles, they're just, like, a way for him to deal with the frustrations of high school life.
His coping mechanism.
Exactly. It makes you think about all the, like, hidden meanings and the potential power that can be found in those everyday forms of expression.
The things we might not even notice.
The stuff that we might dismiss as trivial.
But it can have a big impact.
Right.
And it all starts when Quinn's notebook accidentally ends up in the hands of Piper.
Piper, the legendary rebel.
That's her. It's a classic misunderstanding blown way out of proportion.
Oh, yeah. It's like a game of telephone gone wrong.
So Piper sees Quinn's, satirical drawings.
Yeah.
But she doesn't see them as just, like, private thoughts.
Right.
She sees them as a deliberate act of, like, defiance.
A visual manifesto against all the wrongs in high school.
Exactly.
It's so interesting how quickly narratives can be created and, like, gain traction, even if they're based on a complete misinterpretation.
That happens all the time.
More than you think.
And suddenly, Quinn, the quiet doodler,
the observer,
he is seen as this, like, anarchist mastermind.
He's an accidental revolutionary.
And his locker turns into this drop-off point for all the student grievances.
It's like a suggestion box for teenage angst.
Everything from the terrible snacks in the vending machine.
Oh, yeah, vending machine food.
To, like, the lack of a llama petting zoo.
Wait, a llama petting zoo?
I know, right?
Now that's a cause I can get behind.
The llama petting zoo request really shows, like, the random things teenagers care about.
It's a great detail that highlights how diverse and, often funny those student complaints can be. But even though each of these frustrations might seem small on its own, they all point to a bigger dissatisfaction with the whole school environment.
And Quinn accidentally becomes the leader for all of those unspoken issues to kind of, like, bubble up to the surface.
He's a reluctant hero thrust into the spotlight.
I know, right?
I wonder how he handles that.
And then Piper, the experienced rebel, she takes Quinn under her wing.
She's going to show him the ropes.
Yeah. And they transform his doodles, right, into actual battle plans.
Battle plans for high school. What do those look like?
So there's Operation French Fry Revolt.
Taking a stand against soggy fries. I like it.
And Operation No More Kilgore.
Kilgore. Sounds like a tough gym teacher.
It's amazing how these, like, super simple drawings become the blueprint for an actual rebellion.
It's the perfect blend of accidental inspiration and, like, strategic action.
And the protests themselves are fantastic.
Oh, I bet. Tell me about them.
Okay, so students are, like, brandishing soggy fries.
Right.
A powerful symbol.
They stage a human tableau.
Like a living sculpture.
Exactly. During dodgeball.
Now that's thinking outside the box.
I know. It might not be like a huge historical event, but it's super effective in its own way.
Because it's unexpected.
And relatable.
It's not about some abstract political idea.
Right.
It's about things these students experience every day.
Yeah.
Real problems. And that makes the movement feel more real and more powerful.
Exactly.
It's a good lesson for anyone who wants to make a change.
Yeah.
Start with the things that matter to people in their daily lives.
Make it personal.
Exactly.
And then Quinn, our accidental leader, he finds himself, stepping up.
Coming out of his shell.
Not with some, big fiery speech.
Yeah.
But with this, like, honesty.
Mm.
He talks about the flickering lights in the school.
Oh, those are annoying.
And the outdated textbooks they have to use.
The little things that can make a big difference in your day-to-day experience.
Exactly.
So it's not about charisma. It's about sincerity.
It's Quinn just being a regular kid who's expressing his frustrations.
Being real. People connect with that.
It's much more powerful than any kind of, performance could ever be.
I agree.
And what happens?
Well, they get results, don't they?
They do. It's gradual. But they get fixed lights,
Okay.
a book drive for new textbooks,
Nice.
and the chicken nuggets in the cafeteria are slightly less questionable.
A victory for students everywhere.
It's a reminder that even small acts of, rebellion can lead to actual improvement.
That's empowering. It shows you don't have to be a superhero to make a difference.
And Quinn, the accidental hero, he goes back to his quiet corner.
Back to his doodles.
But the changes he started keep going.
The ripple effect continues.
And, get this, Piper even joins the student council.
No way! That's a huge change for her.
It's such great character development.
Yeah. It shows how Quinn's, accidental revolution had a real lasting impact.
It planted the seeds for change.
And now other people are taking those seeds and nurturing them.
Exactly.
It's got a full cycle.
The story ends with Piper asking Quinn, "Ready for round 2, doodle dude, round 2. I can't wait to see what they take on next.
It makes you wonder what other, quiet acts of rebellion are brewing out there, just waiting for their chance to come out.
It's a great reminder that change can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
From anyone.
So looking back at these two freaky probes,
Okay.
what do you see as, a connecting thread?
That's a good question. Let me think.
So in the first story, even this legendary power wasn't immune to, those everyday glitches.
Yeah.
And heroic quests can sometimes involve tasks that are not very heroic at all, and teams that are, a little unconventional.
Definitely. So what does that tell us about power?
What do you think?
I think it shows us that power, no matter where it comes from or how big it is never perfect or unbeatable.
There's always a weakness, right?
There's always a crack in the armor. The Golden Fleece glitch reminds us that even the strongest forces can be messed up by, simple mistakes or things they never saw coming.
The things you least expect.
And it makes you think about where the weak spots are in any system and how solutions often come from the people on the sidelines.
The ones who see things differently.
The ones with those unusual skills or, a different way of looking at things.
Yeah.
And then in the second story,
Quinn's accidental revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows us how powerful perspective is and the unexpected ways in which change can happen.
Yeah, it's not always about grand gestures or big speeches. Sometimes it's about the little things, the things we might overlook.
What else can we take away from that, do you think?
Well, my doodles, their downfall, really highlights how important it is to, pay attention to the small things, to the things that might seem insignificant.
The details.
Right. Quinn's doodles, they were just doodles, but they tapped into this, wave of unhappiness and became the spark for real change.
And it makes you wonder what other forms of expression or, unspoken frustrations are out there in our own lives, just waiting for someone to notice them and make them louder.
And then who knows what could happen.
I know, right? So these stories are very different.
Yeah.
But they both show us that there's something extraordinary hiding in the ordinary.
It's about seeing the magic in the mundane.
I love that.
Whether it's a legendary artifact that's messed up by a paperwork error,
right,
or doodles in a notebook that kick off a high school revolution.
And we hope these freaky probes have given you a new way of looking at how the unexpected can lead to some really interesting,
sometimes even life-changing
outcomes.
They remind us to embrace the unexpected and to look for those hidden possibilities all around us.
So, what other freaky stories are happening in your world?
What other mysteries are out there waiting to be uncovered?
What other freaky probes are you curious about?
Keep those stories coming.
Send us those sources.
And let's keep exploring those strange and amazing
Freak
truths that shape our world.
Don't forget to rate and follow the Freaky Stories podcast for more unexpected adventures.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.